Hi guys, this is Negate, and today I'm talking about some good, uncommon, limited Guilds of Ravnica or Gore cards. So let's get into it with Demotion. Demotion is just a pretty good card for Boris Aggro. That. And it could possibly see sideboard play in, maybe Boris Aggro is going to become a standard deck, I don't know. But I think that aggro is going to be white. Like, white's going to be an aggro thing now because of Boros. So it's going to be pretty nice, and it's just a good card. It might even, I don't know, but I wish Scarab God wasn't standard. It's like possible going to see sideboard play. Definitely first or second pick in draft, or you definitely play it in limited or pre-release. Anyway, next up we have Conclave Tribunal. Is gonna see play in standard, limited, nothing else, but it could possibly see play, maybe, I don't know, white splash. You could, Noble Hierarch, humans, nah, I don't think so, but, so this is just a good card. Like, just great. It's, like, so good. It's, like, possibly gonna replace Cast Out. Possibly. I'm not sure. Cast Out had Flash. That was really good. But it's just a good card. It's gonna see play in Standard. It's gonna see play in Limited. It's just good. Anyway, next up, we have Chemist's Insight, which is kind of the same as Conclave Tribunal. Both just very good cards. This is going to see probably more play than Conclave Tribunal, because it's in Control, and Control's just going to dominate the format for a bit. And we've got to see what are in the other two Ravnica sets, but it's so good in Control. It's going to replace Glimmer, Hieroglyphic Illumination. It's just going to be a pretty good, just a good card. Jump starting from like 4 cards for 8 mana, instant speed, discard a card, so 3 cards. That's still good. Control will still play that. It's just a good card. I'm not sure if it will just see sideboard play, but yeah, is it deck and limited? It's still pretty good. Anyway, next up we have Night Veil Sprite, which is underrated. It's actually really good, especially for demand. Like, you attack twice, you've seen two cards for 2 mana, and you get a 1/2 with flying, and you've done 2 damage. That's like standard playable. Not this card, but if you do that, it's not good enough for standard. But definitely in limited, it's just really good card. You'd swing in Surveil, that you could get somehow, well, if you're lucky, you get a combat trick, put something in your graveyard, play Necrotic Wound, kill their blocker. But that's like Christmas Land. Anyway, so it's just a good card. I think it will, like, play it in your limited deck. Next up, we have Price of Fame, which is another card that's going to see play in all the formats. It's just so good. Like, think about it. Like, destroying their... okay, just destroying their legendary creature. Like, 4 mana instant speed, destroy target creature's Veil 2 is already playable, I would say. And it's just like Conclave Tribunal, Chemist's Insight. You're going to play them in all the standard and limited. Definitely first pick. It's like Eviscerate in Dominaria. That was like high priority. This is like double that priority. It's just so good. You can't wield this card if you're drafting. And in limited, you'd have like 5 of these and be happy. Yeah, like destroying their big bomb for 2 mana, Surveil to 2 mana, Surveil to destroy target creature instant speed, amazing. Anyway, next up we have Pilfering Imp, which I think is underrated as well. It's a 1-drop that's equal to Duress, I'd say. Not in terms of like how good it is, but it's better than Duress because you can get creatures. And it's a 1/1, and it can chump. Duress just does it. This can chump block, then you activate it, get rid of their Emrakul. This won't see play in other formats, but think about it. It's maybe 3rd pick, and I'd play it in limited. Like, you get rid of their bomb for 3 mana, that's worth it. It's just a good card, I think. I think it's underrated, but it's a good card. Just a 1/1 flying for 1 is already good. Like, that's already good. And then the ability is just really good. Definitely play it. Anyway, next up we've got Goblin Trader, which could see modern play because of the destroy target colorless non-land permanent. That's amazing. You pay 3 mana, destroy their 15 mana, and recall the end. Eon's Torn. But that's legacy, so Emrakul the Promised End, I guess. Yeah, and I'd say it could see play in, like, you'd play it in limited, of course, because 2 mana, 2/2 sacrifices your 2 to target creature. That's already good. It's just a good card, and it's got Goblin, which it could be important for Goblin Tribal, which might actually be the red deck now. Siege Drain Commander is, like, amazing. So this card, I think, it's gonna see play in standard sideboard, I'm guessing, but yeah, limited. Anyway, next up we've got Lava Coil, which might see standard play. It's gonna replace Cut, and Cut's sort of standard play like logs in the best deck. So it's pretty good. In limited, it's just straight up removal. It's like Red's version of Price of Fame. But Price of Fame is a better card. It's just good, especially Exile. Like, their Rekindling Phoenix, you just gain 2 mana advantage. And they wasted their turn to play that. That's incredibly powerful for 2 mana. And yeah, it's just a good card. It's got to see play in, and the flavor is going to see play in limited and standard, possible, maybe sideboards play because sorcery speed. But I like the flavor text as well. We caught the commander. We caught the Debir Spire and took her ashes into custody. But yeah, so next up we have Sprouting Renewal, which is sideboard play for standard. We'll see limited play in Selesnya because you can get 0 mana, tap 3 creatures, get a 2/2 Elf Knight. That's pretty good. Also, it's got Knight. You could play this. Oh no, you can play the Knights. I'd say it's the same as Reclamation Sage, which we have in standard. I think Selesnya will play this rather than Reclamation Sage. It's like what's that new card? Gain 4 life, destroy target artifact, or something like put 2+1/+1 counters on it. It's like half of that. But it's got Convoke, which is good. And I think it's just a good card. Just good. You always need artifact and enchantment removal. So next up, we have Affectionate Trick, which is literally just Selesnya. It's like Prey Upon for 4/4. It could be 5 mana. I think that 6 is slightly too much, but you'd still play it. It's not going to see standard play, but this is very good in limited. I'd say 3rd pick, 2nd pick, because it's a 4/4 body that says destroy target creature, basically. But it's more limited than that. So yeah, it's just a good card. 6 mana 4/4 is bad, but the ability slapped on it is pretty good. And yeah, the problem isn't the Indrik's enthusiasm, it's Ravnica's lack of guardrails. yeah, so next up we have Arboretum Elemental, which is basically, in terms of limited, a bomb. This is amazing. This is such a good card, and well, not such a good card. I'd say you could first pick it as a bomb. Just think about it. You play Help Collector into Amara, then into something that can tap her for mana, then wait, let me think. 1 mana, 2 mana, 3 mana, 3 mana, 4 mana. That's not enough, but just think about it. It could be pretty good. And yeah, it's just a good card. Bomb, pick it, play it. It's awesome. Yeah, it's a pretty good card. And next up, we have Boris Challenges. So we're in multicolor now, which is very, it's like a Menta card for limited. It's just a good card. 2 mana, 2/3, that's Whining Constrictor. It's like Boris Constrictor. It does kind of everything Boris wants, but not in the way that Whining Constrictor did it. It's mental. It's just a good card. Like Celestia, Amara, there's something to tap it. Boros, Challenger, you attack for like 4, and then it kind of just snowballs, I think. Like 2 mana, if you get 1 activation, that's amazing. It's amazing. So it's just a really good card. And yeah, play it. I'd first pick this. Yeah, it's just a good card. It's just a good card. And next up, we have Conclave Catalog, which is, yeah, amazing. So good. It's such a good card. Like 4 mana, 4/4 with 8 power, vigilance spread between 3 creatures. Amazing. That's just so good. So much value. I'm not sure it's better than the Demir one, but it's very good. It's just such a good card that, like, it might see standard play. I'm not sure. Like, 4 mana for 8 power on turn 4 is like standard playable because you can't play 8 drops in standard. But I'm not sure the mana cost is it. But if you're playing like Celestia with shock lands, like only Celestia lands, very good mana base, possibly. First pick it, definitely. Next up, we have Discovery Dispersal, and this is on the list for Discovery. Just Discovery. Standard play, probably going to see playing exchange. Surveil 2, then draw a card for 2 mana. That's 3 cards for 2 mana. That's so good. Then Dispersal is okay. 5 mana, I'm not sure that's worth it. Maybe Commander. Like, this can see Commander play, but most cards can see Commander play. It's just a Discovery. Demir would love this. Surveil 2 for 2 mana is already good. Then draw a card, that's amazing. And it's hybrid. You could play this in Golgari and it would be amazing. Just Discovery. So good. Like, Dispersal's okay. It's like, okay if your opponent has 1 creature, no cards in hand, and board store. That's good. Anyway. So now I've just got Guild Mages. That was the list. Just Guild Mages. So, yeah. Guild Mages are just gonna see play because they're a good card. They're a good card. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. Please subscribe and like on your way out. And I'm Negate, and thanks for watching. Bye!